Welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. Well, I'm really amazed to see so many people over here. My name is Wagon Amsterdam. I'm the driver for Wagon Amsterdam. And we are here tonight to celebrate the graduation party of batch 126. Before I tell you a little bit more about batch 126 and what kind of journey they went on, I would first like to tell you a little bit more about Le Wagon. So for those of you who do not know what Le Wagon is about, we are a coding school. We bring the technical skills to creative people and entrepreneurs. And we do so in order to help them find an interesting job in the tech industry. This could be a programmer, this could be a product manager role, but we also see entrepreneurs joining our bootcamp to learn the technical skills so that they can code their own startups and understand it on a technical level. So that's basically our goal. We started 4 years ago, and nowadays we have bootcamps running in 27 cities around the world. We have 2,500 alumni at the moment, and amongst our alumni, about 50 startups were launched, raising up to 5 million euros. That's Le Wagon. We are here tonight for batch 126. 23 amazing students, they joined us on this coding adventure that took 9 weeks. And I would like to tell you a little bit more about what they learned and what it was like. The bootcamp is from Monday to Friday from 9 to 7, so it's quite intensive. I'm sure if you ask any of the students, they can confirm it. In those 9 weeks, we taught them the hard skills, the programming languages, such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, on the backend side Ruby. So we teach them the hard skills, the programming skills. But we also teach them the soft skills. How do we collaborate with other developers? How do I set up a workflow for a tech product? What do I do if I have a merge conflict? How do I collaborate with other developers? These are all kinds of soft skills you need to have if you want to continue in the tech industry. So that's the journey they went on. I'm quite confident they're all quite tired by now, especially because in the final 2 weeks of the bootcamp, they have been working on their final project, which they'll present tonight. Maybe that's nice to tell all of you. If you don't have any coding experience, it's quite difficult to imagine what these guys have built. It's beautiful products. But they only had 9 days to do so, and 9 weeks ago they had no coding experience. So they learned a lot, and at the end they built these beautiful products. Tonight we will have 6 products. Before we start introducing the teams, I would like to thank batch 126 for all their positive energy they brought into the bootcamp. I'm incredibly proud of you guys, and I would like to ask for a warm round of applause for batch 126. And, well, the students, you guys did all the work, but it would not have been possible without the team. So I would also like to ask for a round of applause for all the teachers that were involved. So without further ado, I would like to ask Andy to the stage. Andy was a teacher during this batch. He will do the introductions for the teams, and well, please give it up for Andy.
Thank you. Thank you, Faiko. So my name is Andy. I was happy to have been a teacher for this batch. But before I became a teacher, I was a student too at Le Wagon in Paris 2 years ago, seems like an eternity now. So I know exactly how it feels being in the shoes of those guys who are going to demo tonight. I know how stressful these last 2 weeks were for everyone, but still I am amazed by the progress that all our 23 students have achieved. So it's a true zero to hero kind of story, but it's time to see our products. And before we actually start with our first team, I'd like to ask a question. Do you know what an oxymoron is? Have you ever heard the word oxymoron? No? Well, oxymoron. I always thought as oxymoron, you see. Oxymoron. So yeah, it's a self-contradictory phrase, right? So there are examples, I don't know, terribly good or expressive silence. Some people think business ethics is an oxymoron. And there is another one, and it's vacation with kids. But it doesn't have to be like that. So we have a team who came up with an idea and who decided to disprove this, you know, that vacation with kids is not, in fact, an oxymoron. So please give a round of applause, and I give the floor to Julie, who is going to present her project.
Hey there. As Andy said, I'm Julie, and I see a lot of familiar faces here, but a lot of new ones as well. But I can say without knowing everyone here, we all have something in common, and that is that we're all going to die. And it's sad, right? Especially because there are so many amazing things to do before we go. So many of you probably have bucket lists. I know I do. Probably some of you are also parents. I know that for a fact as well. And so as a parent, you have even less time, right? So this becomes a problem. How do you do all of these things with kids? Many of you maybe put it on the back burner and figure you'll do it later. But that's a mistake. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I just discovered this great website called bucketlistwithkids.com. And it's designed especially for parents like me who are busy but still want to have amazing vacations and do it with kids. So the site is great. They offer great recommendations for places to stay, things to do, even destinations you may not have even thought about. So this is perfect timing for me because I'm actually planning our annual family holiday. And so I'm just going to check out the site and see what there's going on. So I love this about the site. There's a filter. I hardly have any time. I'm a busy mom, working mom. And so I love that I can just get exactly what I need right away. So I'm going to see what there is here. It's going to be around Christmas time, so I'm thinking maybe something with some snow, make it feel holiday-ish. And Cappadocia looks warm. Oh, husky dog sledding. That could be interesting. My kids love dogs. Wow. That's fantastic. Seems like it'd be in the middle of nowhere, but let's see if there's any accommodations nearby. The suspense is killing me.
Guys, 1 second, please. I need to reactivate the screen record.
Any other parents out there? Raise your hand. Woo! Yay, parents! Who has a bucket list? Okay. The snow hotel sounds chilly. Let's see what that's all about. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think I saw a booking.com button, so that would be interesting if I could actually book right from this site as well. So let me go to that. Oh, it's perfect. So I don't have to go to another site to do it. Awesome. So I'm going to definitely add this to my bucket list. Now, I also saw a search bar, and I thought it would be fun if I could get some ideas from you guys. So throw out some ideas that might have to do with snow that I could put in the search bar, just a few keywords. Igloo? Okay, we'll try igloo. I don't think anything's going to come up, but we'll see. My boys love to make igloos. I don't know. They don't really look like igloos, but... Ah, there is something. Wow. And it looks pretty incredible, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to take a look at it. Wow, so it looks like you actually stay in a pseudo-igloo. It's not snow. Okay. My kids are going to love this. This is definitely going on the bucket list. So now I'm just going to go over to my bucket list and see what it looks like right now. Oh, perfect. It's right there. So I can show my husband later. I can be absent-minded sometimes, so normally I forget about these things, but it's all here, so it's perfect. Okay. I feel like I've got a pretty good start to my trip, so maybe I'll just kind of browse and see what else is there just for fun. Okay. So I saw this earlier. This caught my eye. This is Turkey. Who knew Turkey looked like this? This is beautiful. Yeah, so this site's awesome. I would have never found this on my own. So I'm going to put this on my bucket list, and you know, I can tell I'm already going to have a huge bucket list, and probably not enough time to do it, but it's all there. And I certainly know that mediocre family holidays are a thing of the past. Thank you. And thank you. And apparently I love being on stage. No, I wanted to thank my teammates too. Owen, who's at the computer. My teammate at the back, I think, Alfie. Yeah. And my other teammate, Matt, couldn't be here tonight. But anyways, thank you.
Thank you, Julie. That was amazing. So I have a kid too. She's a girl. She's 3. But we never had a proper vacation together before, so I definitely will end up using this. Yeah. Okay, but for those of you who don't have kids yet, there are other joys in life. So let's go for something more rock and roll, shall we? So our next project has to do with the spirit of self-expression and collaboration, and these are exactly the values that we cherish here at Wagon. It also has to do with music. So please give a round of applause to Aaron and his team's project called Ensemble.
Hello. Hi. Are you having a good time today? Yeah, these guys are amazing, I know. Well, how many musicians have we got here? Hey, we've got quite a lot here. You'll definitely love this one, believe me. I'm Aaron Febres. I'm a drummer from the Dominican Republic. And I need to say, I moved here a while ago, and I love this country. It's absolutely fantastic. But there's one thing that really was kind of shaky. It was how to get a network in the music business. Like, for me, it was really difficult to get that when I first arrived here. And I was looking into pages and pages. Some of them were really good. I mean, they did the job. But how they look, how they feel, I don't know. It wasn't really resonating with me. So that was until I found Ensemble. And I need to tell you guys, it has changed my life totally. So why don't we just go right into it and let's do a search in Amsterdam. Let's see what's going on in Amsterdam. And in there you can find profiles from other users, from people you can connect with. And you can find projects also. Projects you can join and join the people inside it, comment, stuff like that. So I would like to, this Daniel there. I like that. I like him. He looks like a cool guy. He's a DJ. And I don't know, man. And I've been really into drum and bass lately, so that would be like a cool mix between a DJ and a drummer. That would be really cool to see. So I would just friend him, and he can reply whenever he wants. Okay. So, wait. We've got a friend request in there, and we've got also 2 messages, but I really don't want you to look at my DMs, so let's leave that for now. Oh, it's Almudena. Oh, yeah, I know her. I was in music class with her, so sure I will accept her. And, okay, we have done friends, so I think it's about time for me to go and look for a project, because that's one of my secrets. I'm very picky with projects, so I don't go like into everything. But I think it's about time to get a new one. So I would just look for projects in Amsterdam. And I see Samba Night, Saturday night, experimental fusion. Oh no, that's not really my thing. I'm more of a jazzy guy. So I'll go and create a new project. So people can come and join and comment on my thing. And that's something I would really like to do. So it will be just connection. It will be 1 month maybe. You'll be here in Amsterdam, of course. And yeah, that should be it. We also should pick a very good picture, actually, because if people see a picture that's not really that good, they will be, I don't know, that doesn't look that professional. Nah. Okay, so we choose a nice picture and it looks, boom, amazing. It's a really nice example of a really nice singer. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. I don't think I'll be able to make, oh no, wait. I don't think a month is enough for musicians to really connect and play together and really know each other. I want more of a long-term thing, so I'll add an extra month to that. And now we've got a 2 months project, which is way better than 1 month. You get to know each other way more. And oh wait, but we've got projects, we've got people inside the project already. Oh, and there's more people in. There's people already commenting in our project. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, Almo. Okay, that's really nice. We have already people inside our project commenting and we can already plan to join in. And I told you guys, that was in less than 5 minutes and we already have connections. That's just amazing to me. And I know that how this program has changed my life, it can also change yours. And it's how they say, you don't need to dream of the gig anymore, you just need to play it. Thank you very much, this is Ensemble. Thank you. But this wouldn't have been able without the amazing team. That was, yeah, it was just amazing people. Please come up. This is Davis. Almudena and Nadia. Thank you guys. Amazing work. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys, great job. Now it's time for another awkward question to the audience. So, anyone here on Tinder? Well, you don't have to answer, but for those who are, have you ever wondered what Tinder knows about you? So you know, like, how do they actually rank you, all those matching algorithms? Like, do they put you in the attractive bin or, you know, in a... So, anyway, the thing is that, like, in a modern day, we willingly give our most sensitive private information to some strangers who promise to make our life, you know, fitter, happier, more productive, better. So we compromise privacy for convenience, but does it have to be like that? And not necessarily. So our next project actually asked themselves this question, and they came up with an amazing idea that I can't wait for you to see. So please welcome Rick and his team's project.
Hi everybody, my name is Rick. Times, they are changing. That was true a long time ago and it's true now. Because on May 25th this year, there will be a new law, the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. And what does it mean? Yeah, it's a mouthful, right? But it means that you can ask any company what they know about you. So that gives us a lot of new possibilities, right? In theory, at least. Because I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and suppose I want to know what everybody knows about me, right? Where to start? I mean, I have to make a list of companies. I have to Google for all those email addresses. I have to think about how to formulate my request so that I get what I want the first time. I have to keep track of all the messages and what I receive, etc. And I don't want to spend, I mean, half a day on this. So I thought there must be an app for that. I mean, I went on Google. I mean, we are talking about 28 countries, 500 million people that this law applies to. So one of those 500 million must have had the great idea to dream up this app, right? What do you think? I Googled, and actually there was an app. It's called Get My Data. Get My Data makes it easy for you to manage your own privacy. So let's have a look at Get My Data. So, well, what does blah 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 know about me? Well, that's exactly what I want to know. Let's have a look at the website and well, there's all kinds of information. I can leave my email. And you can do that too, guys, by the way, because when they go live, they will let you know then. And they will go live, I heard that. So I leave my email and I go back to the homepage and what shall I do next? Well, I see a green button, so why not push that one, right? Get your data. And if I push the button, I can select companies that I want to ask my data from. Like, let's do Facebook, let's do TicketSwap. I think they're even in the room, right? And let's do Tinder as well, indeed. Yeah, I agree. Because I read an article about a guy that did it, and he got back 800 pages of data. So I wonder how many pages they have about me. So, and let's do Le Wagon. As you all know, well, he did this great bootcamp for 2 months, and I can really recommend it to you guys. Just take a holiday, give it to yourself as a present. Don't wait until you're my age. So, that's about it. Let's go on. I see, well, they collected all the messages. I don't have to think about the text, Article 15, blah, blah, blah. I think that's all right. I can send them one by one, but I can also send them all in one button. Let's do that. So now I sent all these messages, but I forgot a company. Because what about get my data? They have a lot of data about me, right? And I guess I don't have to send them a message. There must be one click or something. So let's have a look at their profile. And, well, yes, download my data. I'll click on that. It will take some time to compile the whole thing, but there it is. Those guys are transparent. Everything they know about me. So, this is amazing. I mean, this website solves all my problems. It helps me compile a list. It knows the email addresses. It already knows the text that I have to send. It keeps track of messages I send and receive. And it does all this lightning fast. I am going to recommend this to all my friends. There's one more thing, though. Because suppose I want to not only, well, get my data from a company, but I want a company to forget my data. That would be nice, right? For example, Andy, Tinder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we? You can do it too. Let's just ask them to forget us, right? So, where shall I find this? Maybe let's get back to my messages and see if anything changed. And, well, I received from Tinder, those guys are really fast. I already received a message. That's really fast. By the way, talking about fast, I wonder, can I see what companies are fast in responding, what companies are slow? I see ranking. Let's try ranking. And yeah, there it is. And they are indeed on top. I'm going to upvote them because that's really nice that they are so fast. And I'll leave a comment as well. I like it, by the way, that I can share my experiences with other users and that I can learn from the experience of other users as well. Because we're all individuals, but, well, together we're strong, right, against those big companies. So, well, they might be fast, but nevertheless, I want them to forget me. So, if I look at the send message, I see forget me, and I just do it. And you know the drill by now. They compile a message. It's a different one, Article 17 this time. And I put send, and now they have to forget me, and if they don't, then they have a big legal problem. So, this is amazing. For the first time in my life, I feel that I am in control over my own privacy. And you might be wondering now, who is behind all this? I see also an about. Let's click on the about and see what happens. I see Pim, Ali, Stefano. Come on stage, guys. This is Pim, Stefano, this is Ali. My name is Rick. Don't forget. Thanks for your attention. Don't forget to leave your email and don't forget to get your data.
Thank you, Rick. So now we all know how to be forgotten on Tinder, because you know that if you just get, a second thought and you just remove the app, the data is still there, right? I mean, you all know that. So with this, we can be truly forgotten. So this app that we've just seen, it makes the task a truly daunting task. Like imagine writing all these legally binding emails yourselves. Really simple. And here at Wagon, we actually empower students to leverage this kind of automation, because automating tasks that could be done simpler is the principle that drives the most successful startups in the world. So our next app follows the same logic, and it makes life easier for those in the real estate market. So please welcome on stage team Scriblix and Heis going to...
Well, hi. Good evening, everyone. I dive into the role of a real estate agent. As you can see, this is my site. I have all my properties on here, and these are all the properties that I sell. So, for instance, let's say I don't get enough international recognition, and I want to upgrade that and upskill that. So I Googled around and I saw there was Funda and all those portals that there were. And I thought maybe there should be something that like makes this easier and solves my problem for having to know every portal. So I found Scriblix. Well, yeah, that's Scriblix. So yeah, all the portals that where I talked about are in the portals card, and here you can see all the portals that that Scriblix has and that a real estate agent needs and to gain more international attention. Well, I already posted some properties on there. For instance, this one in New York. It's there. It's located directly at Central Park. Yeah, I did it via Scriblix, and as you can see, it's here on my site. And yeah, that's the property, and I posted it via Scriblix on iProperty.com. Now it has more international recognition, and it will sell quicker. So, how does that work? I go to my request a feed, and I go back to my own page, and then I copy the URL from the listing that I want to sell. So I search my property, and then I go to the property and copy the URL. Now I go back to my to Scriblix and I paste it in the top field. The other three I can leave blank because it will get filled in automatically by Scriblix. And here I can choose the portal which I want it to be posted on. So I will choose INEA, or iProperty International. And I click on register. Alright, now I can see the listing has been posted. And it will be posted on funda.com example. And now in this case, it will be posted on iProperty. And it will happen in 2 or 3 days because it has some time. It needs some time to process and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have to think about like putting them on manually. And I can just go back to selling property. And about selling property, I heard I just sold a property. So I go back to my own listings and now I can delete a property. It's the first property that I ever put on Scriblix, and I can delete it. So it asked me if I want to delete it. Yes, I'm sure. And now the property will be deleted on the portal that it was posted on, and I can go back to selling more properties to my customers and yeah, stay in better relation with them. So thank you.
Thank you, Heis. So we did some amazing work. We took care of all our legal affairs, business transactions. We sold some properties, right? And probably it left us a bit hungry. We also saved a lot of time using all these startups to automate tasks. So why don't we go to a nice restaurant and spend that time on a nice dinner made from locally sourced ingredients? But where do these locally sourced ingredients come from? And our next team was wondering exactly that, and then they came up with this whole project. So I give the floor to Floor. And that's an actual name, Floor. So I'm sorry I haven't learned how to pronounce your name correctly in 9 weeks. So if you can just introduce yourself, yes? Okay.
Thank you, Andy. Well, welcome everybody. We hope you're all a bit hungry, because like Andy just said, we are going to talk about food. And not only about food, but also about farmers, local farmers, and restaurants. So, are you ready? Yes, we're ready as well. Well, my name is Floor. And I'm actually a chef of a traditional Dutch restaurant. It's called Moeders. And what we find essential at a restaurant is that we cook with high quality ingredients. So I have a question for all of you. Can you maybe name a place or a shop where you think that restaurant chefs actually buy their ingredients for their dishes? Did you ever? Albert Heijn, yes. Sorry? Yeah, Macro I heard. Hanels, yeah, that's little. Yeah, actually, we used to buy a lot at Hanels and Sligro and Macro as well. But what we would actually like is that we know the origin of our products, of our ingredients. And that you cannot really know if you buy there. And also what we would really like is to buy local. But recently we came along this amazing website, and it's called Farm Dining. And it offers the solution for what we are looking for. Because at Farm Dining you can actually find ingredients from your local farmer. So let's take a look and see what kind of ingredients they are offering at the moment. As you can see, it's all kind of sorts, like eggs and grains. But at the moment we are renewing our menu, and we would really like to put a stew on the menu. So for now I'm going to start with buying some potatoes, because for a good stew you definitely need potatoes. And I'm going to need 12 kilos of the potatoes. And actually, the farm that is selling these potatoes is called Nooit Genoeg. And this is a farm that I've never bought from before. So it would be nice to just take a look and see what the farmer and the farm look like. And as you can see, it's Piet de Boer. I already like the name. And yeah, you see his dream was to have a farm, and he loves walking his dog. So I already like him a lot. More important, they have the potatoes and the carrots, and they also have pears. And we were actually thinking of making a new dessert with pears. So along with the potatoes, I'm going to buy 5 kilos of pears. That would be really nice. All right, now that I've got my potatoes, I also need kale, because what we want is to make a kale stew. It's a traditional stamppot boerenkool. And then of course you need kale. So I searched for kale, and I'm super happy because they are actually offering a 5-star kale. And I want to buy 10 kilos for sure. Nice, got the kale. Now I would like one thing more, and that is some meat to go with the kale. But I don't have anything particular in mind, so I'm just going to search and see what pops up. Since I have nothing in mind, maybe it's nice to see which one is rated highest, to get a bit of feeling. Oh, no, actually, you know, I actually already spotted the thing that I want to buy, because the sausages that you see there, last week we had this dinner, a reservation from a big group from Wagon, who were celebrating that they were almost ready with the bootcamp. And we bought loads of sausages, and they enjoyed them so much that I'm pretty sure they will be a really great fit to my stew. So along with with the potatoes in the kale, I'm gonna buy the sausages. And then I think I'm ready. So let's check out my order. See if everything's there. Got the potatoes, the kale, the sausages, and of course the pears that came along as well. So one thing left, unfortunately, and that is to pay. Has to happen. You can pay here by credit card. But most of all, I'm really happy because now I've got everything for the stew that we wanna put on our menu, and this is all thanks to this amazing new website, Farm Dining, where I can find ingredients from a farmer and put them right on my restaurant table. Thank you. And then last but not least, I also want to thank our team. And right in the back is Madeline, and she actually came up with the idea of farm dining. And then Mark, I think he couldn't make it. No, he couldn't make it, but we do have Iris here behind the computer. And me. Thank you.
Thank you, Floor. Thank you. So, okay, what if you don't want to go to a restaurant and spend hours minding your manners and book the table? But sometimes you're just hungry after a long, hard day of work, and you know we all know here at Le Wagon how long and hard a day of work can be. So you just want to order a quick takeout, right? And there are so many options. There are so many apps now that do it for you. But you know what? When I'm hungry, I hate making choices. I just want my food now, and I have like 5 apps. So we have a team here at Le Wagon whose startup promises to make the food ordering experience even more streamlined. And I give the floor to Nicolas and his project called Janus. Actually, I have... Come on. Actually, I have no idea why is it called Janus. It's like a Greek two-faced god or something.
Yeah, actually, it's in the Roman mythology. It's the god of choices and paths. So, yeah, that's why it's called Janus.
Great, good to know. Okay, good luck.
So yeah, hi everyone. I'm very excited to be here, and especially having made it through the 9 weeks of Le Wagon. And especially in this beautiful city, Amsterdam. I actually came here for the bootcamp, and so most of you know it already, but my first weeks were quite difficult. I struggled to find housing, so I spent like the first weeks in a hostel, which was okay, but it was I didn't have a kitchen, you know, to cook my food or a fridge to store it, so I was quite reliant on food delivery services. And so one order after another, I started to realize that the experience was horrible. I mean, I was spoiled for choice. I mean, I didn't know where to look. There were too many options, and so I had too many options, and I just started thinking, okay, there might be a better solution for this, a way to experience food delivery in a better way. So I discovered this new website called Janus, and it's actually, what's amazing about it is that it's very, very simple. You just basically enter some keywords. It can be like the name of a dish or even some ingredients. And basically, Janus will scan through every meal from every restaurant of every, the main food delivery services, and they will display you with 3 choices to choose from. And that's amazing for me because, it saves me a lot of time, and usually I end up eating like random, like pizza or noodles. So basically, I'm quite hungry right now, telling you all about those things. So maybe I want to order something. Alex, you told me about this national dish called stamppot, I think, yeah. And so yeah, and especially with this typical Dutch weather, I think it will go very well. So yeah, let's see what happens. Magic is happening. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I'm not really convinced. Maybe, you know, actually, you know, my mother is here tonight and she made a surprise for me. So she always tells me to eat healthy. And so I'm gonna do another search and enter in ingredients. Maybe something that she never manages to make me eat. So maybe spinach. Let's start with spinach. And yeah, I love pasta, so maybe we can try pasta as well. And maybe a third ingredient, we can add like maybe mushroom. I think it would pair really well. So yeah, I'm a big pasta lover. I usually eat with bolognese, but let's get adventurous for this one. So wow, oh my God! So yeah, we have 3 amazing dishes, and as you can see, like it's very nice because we have choices from the 3 main food delivery companies. Those 3 look pretty good, but I think I'm going to go with the Quarti Gorgonzola. It looks like the most close to what I've entered. So. And then we redirect it to the delivery website in question. And what's even more amazing is that it pops up just the meal that we need. So yeah, that might be some serious programming skills. So yeah, we can just click on the price, and I think that's pretty straightforward from it. We just order like we would usually do. But. And as a wise man said, there's one more thing. What if you don't know what you want to eat? And that's sometimes happens, you know, you just want to eat something, but you don't know really what you want to eat. So I think, you know, you all know what I'm going with this. The Inspire Me. And actually, that's actually very nice because it's a feature that actually displays a new dish every day, selected from the partners. And it's a great way for people to discover new flavors and new cuisines. So that's very nice. I mean, like, I already love how it looks. So maybe we can click on order now and yeah. And again, we have the soto ayam from Indonesia, and we can just click and order it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm very happy to present this project because with all the bootcamp, the intense bootcamp, you know, you arrive at home and you're very tired, and actually it saves me a lot of time. So, and I think you'll save a lot of time to you two guys. And yeah, forget the hassle and enjoy the experience. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. I want to take the opportunity to also thank the team that made it possible. Margot and Miguel, could you please come? Margot, where is Margot? And obviously Alex also. And yeah, obviously the teachers and the teaching assistants. So yeah, Miguel and Margot and Alex. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. So that marks the end of the demonstrations, and 23 students. This is what they built in just 2 weeks. But I feel like our teachers and TA team also need some recognition. There have been a lot of teachers, but there are some here. There's Gabby, who led them during the last 2 weeks. There is Michelle, Lars, Josa. We also have Willem here. Yeah, so this all would not be possible without their help, and now I'll give the mic to Faika for some closing remarks.
Okay, guys. So, these were the projects to be demonstrated tonight. What we would like to do next is we would like to invite you to our actual bootcamp where the action took place. And we would like to invite you for a drink and a small bite, and this gives you the opportunity to have a chat with the project teams, to have a chat with one of the teachers. So that's what we would like to do next. We would therefore like to invite you to Lab 204, which is on the 2nd floor. If you go to the main hallway, you take the elevator to the 2nd floor. Just follow the signs and you'll be in our bootcamp space. What I would like to do is I would like to ask all the teachers to the stage. I would like to ask all the students to the stage, do one final applause, make a beautiful group picture, and then we can go upstairs for a nice drink. Thank you very much all for being here, guys.